Good morning. This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and welcome to this week's edition of the Pitstop, where we are here to hang out and talk about sim racing, talk about what's going on across the world, across the globe, across the board of sim racing. On this show, I do try to cover everything from things that touch us personally, like our Simpit racing that we have going on. I like to cover all the news from various different software houses, hardware houses, anything I can find that I think is really relevant. This show, as you know, for many, we've gone through different variations of the pit stop, from a daily show to a every other day show to a Friday only. We've done live, we've done pre-recorded, we've done interacting with the community. We've tried so many variations. So here we are in our second week of the back to the live version of a Friday edition of the pit stop. And I think what I'm going to start really doing is trying to thin out some of the lesser stories and try to focus really on some of the main topics. Now, that doesn't mean completely going away from everything. It just means that we're going to try to really focus on the main aspects of sim racing, give you guys an opportunity to chime in with your thoughts, your opinions, your excitement levels for different various levels of things going on. And we'll kind of tailor the show from there. So happy Friday to everybody. I hope you're having a great day so far. I hope it's a great weekend ahead for you. I have a really cool weekend planned myself. I have all sorts of things. I get to do some racing. I have some projects I'm working on. In fact, if you're here, you've probably seen the Deathmobile 2.0 project. We did the design phase. We did the Benny Hill 2-minute build version, which really took 4 hours. I showed you how to build it in a 10-minute video, and now in just a few minutes after this show, we're going to release the actual review. After building it, I thought, that's great, but how does this really hold up against an R-Seat, or against a SimLabs, or against a GT Omega, or a Next Level Racing? How does my $85 wooden sim race rig really stack up? So that video, my review, my real thoughts on how it sizes up, is coming out very, very soon. In addition to that, I am now on to my next projects, next testing, next reviews, all those things. We're working on actually, it's already built. I could show it to you, but I'm not gonna. You're gonna have to get on our Discord channel, find that, or our Patreon. But later today we'll have a patron-only video that they'll get advanced viewing of my Deathmobile monitor stand. Anyway, you got that coming. Anyway, enough about me. What's going on in sim racing? This is sort of big. So, if you didn't know, when I start prepping for this show, I open up a browser. That browser has about 40 or 50 tabs with all the companies that I like to kind of keep on my radar. And one that I've been watching for a long time, and there's been no information whatsoever, is Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. They announced the title as much as like a year, maybe even 2 years ago already. But we've heard very, very little information of what's going on. So, just a couple days ago, on the 22nd actually, came out the head-to-head trailer, the first official trailer for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Do we have some audio? We'll play some audio for a moment. KT Racing. What's with this ad? This is your first glimpse at the new Test Drive Unlimited universe. The Solar Crown is your goal. Place your chips on the table and go all in with your style. Leave nothing to chance and settle your disputes on the streets. The brand new Test Drive Unlimited keeps the DNA from the first games, which was open world mainly, and revamps it for the modern era. You have the freedom to progress however you like. The classic open championship concept returns too. Live your best life, race, cruise, and hang out with your friends until the sun goes down and even after. So Terry says, silly trailer, I agree, and he's far more excited for this than he should be for a Test Drive Unlimited game. You know, in theory, I think this could be a lot of fun. I take the vibe and the environment when we go play Wreckfest, when even some hardcore sim racers go play Wreckfest just for fun. I could see something like Test Drive Unlimited being that Ready Player One, like hangout environment for sim racers, I could see us making use of it. In concept, single player, is where I usually look at games like, hey, how is the single player mode? But it looks like the emphasis here is going to be open world, not open world. They didn't say open world. Emphasis is going to be on online community play. It sure seems. Anyway, imagery here looks amazing. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sure this is just rendered footage for their trailer, but this is beautiful footage, obviously. All right, Test Drive Unlimited. We're going to have to see. No news. You can put it on your wish list at Steam, but we don't have an actual date, I don't think. No, we do not. You hope it's more like the first than the second. No microtransactions whatsoever, guaranteed. No, we are not making that guarantee. All right. Yeah, well, and in some ways you have to give them credit for sort of being the motivation or the spark that would create like a Forza. They were the masters of the open world sim racing game. I think that's a fair statement. So, Kevin Carter, thank you for asking that question. And Devin real quickly jumped in. Thank you, Devin. Kevin, we're doing a little restructuring. We're always kind of analyzing what's going on. And we have moved the Pitstop, in particular, the Friday morning show, to live version at 9 a.m. And that's the only version on YouTube. Twitch we're using for our live racing. And we're using Twitch for... like when I did the Deathmobile build, I did it live on Twitch. All right, on to iRacing. A few different events going on. You have the Better Half Dash returning as an iRacing event this June on Fox Sports 1. So you have, okay, so the Better Half. Get the word, get it? Get it? The Better Half. In this case, confirmed for the Better Half are Kelly Earnhardt Miller, the co-owner and vice president of JR Motorsports and the wife of L.W. Miller III. Kristen Labonte, the president of Breaking Limits and wife of 2020 NASCAR Hall of Fame inductee and Fox NASCAR analyst Bobby Labonte. Morgan Bell, wife of Christopher Bell. Marissa Briscoe, wife of Chase Briscoe. Megan Smith, this is going to be a good event. Wife of Fox, Reagan Smith. Jenna Petty, Tammy Rice, Julia Piquet. Piquet. Jennifer Self. Carissa Flores and Alexa De Leon. So this is going to be obviously Better Half. So if Danica was still married to Aaron Rodgers, would they have put Aaron Rodgers in this? Because I notice they're calling Better Half and it's an all-female grid from what I can see. But in theory, it could be the other way around. I hope they find at least one. Great question, Phil. I mean, that's the thing about the crew getting back to test drive and games. What kind of wheel support? KT Racing gives us a little bit of hope. So when you think of KT Racing, you're talking the WRC series, V-Rally, Isle of Man games. So they're at least one of the sim companies. But, controller support has been questionable in some of those titles, so that is something that we'll have to really... It could be a game changer for many sim racer on whether that game would even be playable for fun, right? Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, and you're welcome. Joe, next week's show, I'm going to give you guys a reminder. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll mention this at the end of the show as well. Next Friday, I cannot do the live show. Next Friday, I'm getting my second vaccine at 9 a.m. That's exactly when the show is supposed to happen. So I haven't decided if I'm going to pre-record Thursday night, which isn't in the spirit of the new live show, or just take a week off. But I can tell you we will not be here live next week, but that is our normal thing. All right. Oh, wait, let's get that disclaimer ready, Sean. Let's not move our mouse so that we can take it down. Mirko Bertolotti and Philip Ang on top in the IMSA iRacing Pro Invitational Series action at Laguna. So Mirko finishing first in the Dallara P217, and over Daniel Morad and James C. French. So here's a who's who list that I don't know. Tyler McQuarrie, that name seems very familiar. Parker Kligerman. I don't know. This shows you how much I'm not watching racing nowadays, I guess. All right, moving right along. What else? I like to let you know who's winning. So this is something, and so the Porsche 911 GT3R coming to iRacing, and I'm like, isn't that car already in? No, that version is not in there. This is the newest, modernist version. So here, they have a little trailer video. I'll play this with some sound, and then we'll turn it off. Joe. Norman, I will contact them about such a thing. I'll tell you what, Norman, I'll give you a little advice. If anybody out there ever wants to see something on the show, yes, ask me, I'll ask them. But you really want to make an impression, send an email to that vendor and say, man, I'd really love to see that reviewed on the Simpit, because I trust the Simpit reviews. So this is the Porsche GT3, the 911 GT3R joins the lineup with a June release. This is going to be part of the, look at all the Porsches, the 919 LMP, the 911 RSR, the 911 GT3 Cup, the 718 Cayman, and the GT4 Club Sport, and now the 911 GT3R. So, bam, there you go. There you go. That is coming in June to iRacing, the new Porsche GT3. So many cars. So many cars. I'll hit them up from my end too, Norman. So many cars. Bency Benecke. I should just send him an email and say, how do I pronounce your name correctly? And Benecke, Verstappen, and Lolum dominate the 2021 iRacing Nürburgring 24-hour powered by VCO. So congratulations to Team Redline and a who's who list of drivers who competed 174 laps. Redline wins over TMW BMW Bank and BMW Team GB, finishing in third. And so that was, I know the Simpit teams had a rough day at Nürburgring. A couple of times. A couple of rough days. Benecke. You know what? So as much as it's like, yeah, another car. Oh, well, I'll be, you know what? I'm a Porsche nut, and this is going to be the epitome of the Porsche lineup as far as the GT goes, and I will be very happy to drive that car, just for the record. Josh Rogers ends dominant Porsche Tag Heuer Esports Super Cup season with a victory at Monza. So Rogers has wrapped things up. Ooh, carnage. Ooh, carnage. He wins the race over Mitchell de Jong, Johan Harth finishing in third. Ooh, disclaimer, we don't need that. We know these names. And our season standings finish as is. Joshua Rogers with a huge 670-point victory over Mitchell de Jong in second with 478, and Charlie Collins in third with 408. So it was like Josh wins it, and it was a dogfight for second, third, fourth, fifth, and everywhere else. So, yeah, Keller, you shocked. This is open for everyone. So the next IRX, the Rallycross All-Star Invitational presented by Yokohama at Barcelona, is going to have spots for you. So the time attack mode is open. So want to be part of the iRacing Rallycross All-Star Invitational presented by for next Tuesday's race at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. The time attack from iRacing's newest Rallycross course is now open and accepting times from Tuesday through Friday. That's today. Top performers from the event will be invited to take part in next week's race, part of a 2-hour broadcast that kicks off at 5. So, if you are a rockin' Rallycross driver, and I know a few really exceptional Rallycross drivers in our ranks, Hey, you could go run against the big boys if you want to get a time in. I think do we have a deadline on the time attack? It said Friday. I don't know what time.
It says 5 p.m. Eastern there.
5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Booth. Baba Boothy with the information that I didn't have for you. Thank you, Baba Boothy. Shearburn. Come on, Sean. Remember Shearburn's Chris? Is it Chris Shearburn? Chris Shearburn. Yay. Oh, geez. Sorry. Yay for me and having a decent memory. Chris Shearburn becomes the 7th eNASCAR winner to start the 2021 season at Kansas. So all sorts of people getting in on the wins. We do have a victory moment from him. Check it out.
Turns 3 and 4, and for the first time since 2010, we'll see our 7th different winner in the opening 7 races of the year out of turn 4. Checkered flag at Kansas to Chris Shearburn.
Yeah. There it is.
Pump to boot the rest of the cars, some of them 3 wide to the stripe as they fight all the way to the dire end. But Chris Shearburn, 7th.
Isn't that cool? That makes for entertainment, I tell you.
7th different win to get a check.
I'm going to go back to Chris.
This year, official season and 7.
There he is.
Spots are filled. This winning moment, different winner. The opening 7 races.
Here's his reaction again.
Out of turn 4, checkered flag at Kansas to Chris Shearburn.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Chris Shearburn. That's awesome. Assetto. Why is Assetto here? Why is Assetto? Oh, I think I know. Let's scroll up. Assetto is just going off on this British GT. So boom, British GT. Live now, Ferrari esports series. But they don't give us any results. So what they're doing is really showing off what's going on and directing you to go watch it. Which is awesome, but it means you might need to follow the page. Also, Marco Massarudo has been all over the place. So here's an interview with Sim Racing Unlimited, if you want to check that out. Gamer Muscle! I wish I was drinking from your mug right now. Thank you. A bald legend indeed. Likewise, right back at you, buddy. Where is my Titwinkle mug? Thank you very much. Happy Friday and good weekend. And also at Race Department, Kunos Marco Massarudo Part 1. So all sorts of information coming out of the Assetto Corsa camp. And you can get ready to become the international champion of the Predator Cup racing on Assetto Corsa. Both Italian and international finals will be live on their official YouTube channel. Blah, blah, register here and receive a special offer. So you can follow that link. So that's at the Assetto Corsa Twitter page. I did not put the link in the description of the show today. That is something that takes me a lot of extra time. So I'm asking you guys, if you demand the links because you actually use them, I want to know. If you guys are using and follow the links, when I'm like, hey, all the links are down there below, if you're one of those who have used those links, you let me know, and I will consider bringing them back. If no one says anything about the links, then I'm going to save myself that 20 minutes of cut and pasting. So anyway, if you want to go to this, you can go to the Twitter page for Assetto Corsa. So this morning I woke up and I saw something that said April 14th, and I'm like, oh, so R Factor 2 gets bought. I had given them a pat on the back or credit for continuing all of the information as such. We have a link-related existential crisis. So it said the April 14th, and I thought, wow, what happened to the updates? Where are these updates that we're supposed to get all the time that I've become dependent on? And sure enough, in the time from when I was prepping the show to the time that we went live, they did post it. And if it weren't for the Dave Laser Cutter for posting it, I would have completely missed it. But he posted it in our news channel on the Simpit Discord and saved my butt. Anyway, so there was a roadmap update from the guys at R Factor 2. So they do continue with the updates after the acquisition. The acquisition, what a shame. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. Happy end of the month to all our community members, as today we've reached the final day of April. We like to say every month, these last 4 weeks have flown by in something of a flash. Anyway, so Motorsport Game acquisition, that was a big news for them this month. I guess that happened earlier in the month. It seems so long ago, 4 pit stops ago. And the other thing that is in development is something they are calling Screen Space Reflections, SSR, in development. And what I see here is a absolutely glistening track, and you see these reflections, and you see what's going on atmospherically, I guess would be a decent word. But for those of you who are perhaps less familiar with the term screen space reflections, simply put, it enables us to achieve real-time reflections on the road surface, essentially reflecting objects based on what can be seen at any given time in situations such as damp or fully wet track surfaces. Yeah, Joe, what computer? They must have some supercomputer, huh? Or they just have the moments? I don't know. Anyway, they talk about their development focuses for May. Control assigning, validation processes. Looks like some work on the UI. That would be kind of nice. Talking about GT racing with Traction Group, which I know Mitchie Hoyer is being part of it. Release candidate development strategy, and so on. Anyway, the entire thing is at the studio-397.com page, and I see that there is no protest to my not putting the links. Very interesting. You guys could be saving me time. I appreciate it. I'll let you know where it is. I can tell you, studio-397.com is where you will find their blog and their roadmap and all that. Now, Project Cars, it's been a while. April 29th. This is the right year, right? April 29th, it says. In this week's Driving Seat blog, let me make sure. This is 2021, right? I thought so. I thought I double-checked myself, but yeah, look at this. April 29th, 2021. Driving Seat blog number 10 from Project Cars 2. In this blog, the final add-on pack. The final add-on pack for Project Cars 3. Formula E Season 7, and a look into the future. So if you follow that link, and did I have anything else? Nope, that's it. We get to their blog, and they talk about things like there are 3 tracks that they asked everybody to vote on. The 3 tracks that have been added to Project Cars after its release. So it didn't come out with Yas Marina, Bahrain, or Lake Valley. All 3 of those were added. So they asked the community to vote on which they liked the best. Yas Marina won that vote. I'm not sure if that's really breaking news or anything. The last run in the Dooms. There's a track update. Guess which track is coming in next week's update. So get ready for a roller coaster ride and an undulating circuit that has hosted everything classic single seat action to modern GT races. It's a venue we've wanted to add to the Project franchise for a long time, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on it. Here's a clue. What does Tarzan, Prince, and the Lotus 49 have in common? Anybody? Tarzan, Prince, and the Lotus 49. What do they have in common? Update 5 is also going to have... Update 5 will feature the complete livery set for the current season of Formula E, all approved by and licensed by each Formula E team. Get latest liveries for all 24 of the cars, 12 teams for the 2021 Formula E, and get racing in the world's most watched EV series and fastest growing motorsport championship. And that's it. And this is going to be the end of Project Cars 3. Project Cars 3 coming to an end. Green hell? Green hell? How is Tarzan green? Isn't Prince purple, not green? Leopard print pants. I don't know. You guys tell me. I depend on you guys for this. John Armstrong, who is the ambassador for Codemasters Dirt Rally, also a sponsored junior rally driver, sponsored by Codemasters and Dirt Rally the game. They're all dead. Oh, well played. Anyway, John Armstrong wins the Junior WRC opener in Croatia. So he takes that Dirt Rally Team livery to the top of the podium. Congratulations to him. Zandvoort. Why do you say Zandvoort? I want to know. So that seems like a reasonable guess. Are you going by the photo? WRC 9. This is how cool it is that that John Armstrong won. Because this was posted by WRC, the official game. FIA Rally Star from 2018 eSport WRC winner to his first FIA Junior WRC win. Massive congrats to John Armstrong. You're an inspiration for us all. Again, he was a gamer, wins the 2018 eSport WRC, and goes on to get some opportunities as a result of that. Cashes in on those and benefits from those and gets himself a ride in the FIA Junior WRC, and that gets him in return on top of the podium. All right, so Jim Clark won the Lotus 49's debut race in 67 at Zandvoort. Okay, look at that, which came at that circuit. And Prince Bira of Thailand won the first ever race at the circuit in 1948. As for Tarzan, that's the name of the first turn. Terry, you are like an encyclopedia of racing information. I am just blown away. Awesomeness. Wow, Arjan's on it as well. Wow. Terry Crouch, I'm pretty sure you have Simpit stickers, but if you don't or you want more, you hit me up. You win. Or an air freshener, or I think you have one of those too. Arjan, if you don't have a Simpit air freshener, like this one, or stickers, you send me a email and you win air freshener. Even if you want another one. Hey, however you get it done. Laser Cutter, you also got the answer correctly. I'm going to assume that sounds reasonable. So I'm going to award Dave, Terry, and Arjan all win Simpit stickers and air fresheners. I think all of you might already have them. Oh, Terry, you send me a note on Discord and I'll get them on the way. All of them, all of the above. All right, what else? Not a lot more. I've kind of been milking the show, taking time. But this is Formula One, and again, talk about milky cereal, baby. This is the Challenger Series. So now look at how good they are, though. They talk about lap times. They talk about the results. They talk about where we're at. They talk about when it's going to be live. They show action. They give bios of drivers and quotes from them. They tell us where the points break down. This is all. It's just like continuous, so much that I have to slow my roll on the scroll because it can't even keep up. Anyway, all the standings from the Challenger Series have gone on, and I'm just going to kind of give Cody's credit, though, on just impeccable, coverage to the point that you kind of get lost in it. We're still in the same thing here. This is just Challenger Series. Impressive pole. Last race lived up, and here we have their congratulations. So, it's time to reveal who's going to the F1 Esport Pro exhibition. Here are the top 6 from the PC. Alicio De Cupa, Josh Idau, Nicholas Mateo, Patrick Sipos, Ruben Vallejo, and Ati Kaupinen are the top 6, and they will be promoted to the exhibition series, Pro Exhibition Series, which is awesome. Congratulations to those guys, and not an easy task. Not an easy task at all. KC? No, but there are lots of opportunities to cash in on Simpit prizes around here. GG. 24-hour. We could just get, I mean, there's probably 17 years of me murdering names on record. It's just who's going to dig them. What does it take to get into one of these esport teams? Norman, it really takes, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go. Each discipline, each game have their own avenues. I mean, so for example, earlier in the show, we talked about, for example, the time attack. I mean, here's one. Go win the time attack rally and get into the invitational and make a name for yourself. I think that's the first. It really comes down to results. And then once you have the results that you can bank on, it comes down to contact and making contact, sending your resume. It's actually rather conventional. It's a little bit kind of like, it's kind of like any other pro sport at this point. If you're really good, you need to get your resume in the face of the who's who. In the case of Codemasters, you earn your way into the junior series, we'll call it. I can't remember there. So here we are. Here, we'll come back to this part. So you start off in this Challenger series, which you would have earned your way through rankings to get into that. So by doing various different Codies, I'm not sure if it was a time trial. I think they did some time trial events to sort people to declare the top 20, I think, or 24, excuse me, that were in the Challenger series, with the top 6 being promoted to the top team. So those 6 guys are going to be, I guess, eligible for the draft. And then they will be picked by various different teams. Actually, it looks like they have affiliations of teams right here. I'm not sure if that... So I don't know, to be honest with you, if Di Capua, if he is a Haas driver at that level or if he goes and gets redrafted. But yeah, you usually have some form of qualifiers to get into these type, or the other avenue is the more conventional. If you want to drive for a VRS or a Redline, you know, you send them a resume showing them your accomplishments and let them consider you as a good addition to their team, essentially. So, which ones are new, they say? So I guess some delivery changes have been pushed out for the next gen. This is F1 2021, the game. And they had the trailer, which we've already seen. So, that's it from them. Fanatec is hiring. Oh, wait, where'd that go? No, it wasn't this. What do you want to know about the CSL DD? Now, we would have to tell you, because Thursday was when they closed entries for getting your questions in. So if you follow Fanatec, this happened after the last pit stop, so we had no way of informing you of the disadvantage, the weekly version. But if you had submitted your question by yesterday, they were going to maybe answer them, so they're going to have a video coming out. And so the last chance, which we've missed, to get your questions in about the CSL DD, submit your questions below, and CEO Thomas Yackermeyer will answer them in a forthcoming video, so stay tuned. And that's what we'll be doing, is stay tuned for that. Let's see here. And then also they are hiring at Fanatec, because, yeah, they are growing. They are hiring. These are the positions they are looking to fill. Business intelligence. I guess that's not me, because I don't even know what that position is. An IFRS specialist, which, again, over my bald head, because I don't even know what that is, which means I'm definitely not qualified for either of those jobs. But if you know what they are, you probably could qualify. Anyway, could be good. All right, a couple more things, and then we'll look at some rigs, talk some sim racing, and move it on. This is from American Truck Simulator, the mining industry in the United States, long history, blah, 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 and their upcoming DLC for Wyoming. So they're showing off the mines where you're going to be able to do pickups, because mining in America, as they stated, has been a big part of industry throughout the years. Infrared rectal scan. You got me to say it. You can wish list Wyoming, and you can find images to look through or screenshots at the Steam page for American Truck Simulator. And then they're also having their best community ever celebration through rain and shine. Best community ever. So they're having another celebration. It's never ending over there. Let's see here. Using external contracts or external market with World Trucks Connected profile and Euro Truck similar. One external cargo of any with a minimum of 500. So you need to do this external market drive of 500 kilometers. Players will be rewarded with the best community ever paint job in which they completed the delivery. So if you complete a delivery in this event they're doing, you'll get that livery for your trucks. Stefan Elder, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the show. Oh, more. Naudryland, thank you for subscribing to the show as well. Much appreciated. Welcome to the team. Oh, they're just David Everson. Thank you as well. Derek Spear jumping in. Derek Spear, how you doing, buddy? All right, what else? Let's look at some rigs. I just liked it. Now it's ready. Tekkanen, he's the one who posted this, and I just thought, yep, isn't that a glorious day? You see the empty boxes over to the left? What a glorious day. This day. Now it's ready. I am doing that on a personal build. I have friends who are building rigs right now, and now it's ready. Now it's ready. This is posted by Wow. I think I've seen this years ago, but how great is this? Ferrari prepping for Portugal. I'm just going to leave it right there. You guys can add your own comments. So, I'm working on a new rig, my Deathmobile and Deathmobile stand. And wiring management. Oh, I had to unwire this rig and the rat's nest came out. This was posted, very timely that this was posted or seen by me today. My mom looks at this is the name who posted it. How the hell do you manage cables? Yep, that is a nightmare. I would start with some zip ties. I mean, they'll go a long way to fix that. Anyway, all right. How many of you are wiring snobs? Are you a wiring snob, or is it just let it fly? It doesn't matter. It'll get undone and redone as it needs be. Or is that like, nah, if they're not laid perfectly, it's wrong. All right, this. Look at this. Look at this. Cable management equals just turn off the lights. Isn't that what towels are for? You just kind of cover it with a towel? All right, look at this. iRacing 7893. I built my first racing rig with my dad, but I'm having issues with the wheel. Well, let's come back to that in a second. It's like the encoder is missing steps. It's so frustrating. It's my first time doing a build like this, so if anybody has any suggestions, I'm all ears. Look at this thing. Ola, no management for you, huh? Hi, Andrew. Look at this arcade thing they have here too, by the way. We haven't done our voyeuristic. This guy's awesome. This guy is awesome. He's got his Razer giant, mat, so he's a total hardcore gamer. He's got a charging strips ready for phones and everything ready to go. He's got his arcade machine right there. And then this incredible DIY rig. Look at this thing. What wheel is this? That's a lot of home built to be asking about a simple encoder question, isn't it? CSLDD, yeah, that would solve the problem. Penny. Oh, all right. Well, anyway, this looks like Arduino boards, though, don't it? Don't it? That looks like an Arduino. I think this is an Arduino force feedback thing. Heiko? Is Heiko in the house? Heiko! Heiko! Heiko. Anyway, this is an incredible rig. I'm very impressed. This was done by iRacing 7893. And I gotta tell you, this is really nice. I'm blown away by, look at this recline. Ratchet strap tie down recline adjustment. Yeah, it works. I'm so impressed. I'm blown away. I'm jealous at this guy's skills to an extent. Anyway, all right, what else? One more. This just got my pretty shot of the day. This is just gorgeous. And the topic, which I am going to conquer this topic myself. I know lots have, but I want to conquer this topic. But posted by Sebastalona. Upgraded from an ultra wide to triples, and he loves it. That's his setup. I right here am sitting in triples. Not as small bezels, but I have them overlapped nicely. And right over there, I have an ultra wide. And by the end of this weekend, I should know which I prefer racing on. Yep. I'm going to get to the bottom of this for myself. Everything in sim racing is opinion. As a reviewer, it's kind of funny. I try to be so open-minded as a reviewer to the concept that we all have different desires, wants, likes. There's no one answer. If somebody's like, I have my force feedback like that, I'd be like, well, I have mine like this. So if you have yours like that and like it, that's great, right? I'll only present mine as an option to try if they're doubting themselves, maybe. Anyway, I want to get to the bottom of whether I prefer a ultra wide or a triple, but this is a gorgeous shot. That is a gorgeous rig. And I am very impressed by Sebastalona's setup. And is this, someone help me, is this a computer, this white thing? Yeah, that's a computer. That looks like a Corsair. Is that a Corsair case? I thought it was like a refrigeration unit. And is this a super bass woofer? What's this thing over here? I know you guys are going to know. I know you guys will know what's going on over here. All right, so that is the shot of the day there. All right, Simpit Racing. Congratulations to Mike Weber. We had a photo finish at Talladega, and it looks like that's Brandon Skinner and Andrew White. Yep, look at that. Brandon, it says it right there. Brandon Skinner and Andrew White finishing in second and third. Look at how close Brandon was to coming in at the line there. After that, our standings look like this. Mark Michkowski leading the way with 202 points over David Clymer with 200 points, only 2 points back. And Joe Hildinger, only 6 points back of them of Clymer in third place with 194. That's an exercise bike? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Give you a VR or a CRT? Talk about polar opposites, Derek. Oh, and look, and then let's see, where are we heading next? So Mike Weber won at Thursday at Talladega. That was last night. Next Thursday, May 6th, we will be at Kansas Speedway. May 6th, I thought that was my vaccine date. Oh, do I have to go double check? I don't want to tell you guys wrong. I just told you that we're not going to have a show next Friday. And it might, in fact, be next Thursday. So it might just be the I'm sick show, but I can still do it, I think. Anyway, they'll be at Kansas next Thursday. And on the road side of things, Terry Crouch has now won 3 races out of 3 races. And this is not an easy grid or field. We have some very talented drivers that are taking part of the Simpit Road Racing Series. But Terry Crouch can't be stopped, even at the ring. Terry Crouch wins the race over Randall White, Kevin Burrows, and probably a little disappointed Ola Sarnquist, who had a really good day and a really good race, and unfortunately was DQ'd. So I feel bad for Ola. Congratulations, Ola! So you should feel good about it at the same time, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, with that, Terry Crouch leading the way with 153 wins, 350-point days, and he is leading with 150 over Randall White. Gonzalo Perón, who unfortunately, due to schooling, has had to retire from the series. So Gonzalo, defending champ, is out. And James Dowling is now going to be in third place. Congratulations, James. James, my nemesis, running third place. I've had a horrendous season. Horrendous. I only have 33 points. I have 3 DNFs. It's just been bad. 21st place. Bad luck. Anyway, we, the Simpit Road Series, are going to be headed to Road America. That'll be Sunday, and someone asked earlier about Twitch. Yep, we'll be on Twitch Live. Simpit live on Twitch Sunday morning at 10 a.m. my time. for Road America. Sorry about that. And then beyond that, we have some results. This is the Simpit Historic Rally Series, and Davis ER39 won this week's event over M. Roisio, with Heiko HS Whipperman Racing finishing in third. And in the regular series, it was TFR 1-1-0 winning this week's event over David Clymer, with Davis ER finishing in third. So that's the results from both the Simpit Rally and Simpit Historic Rally Series going on right now. And then lastly, just want to give you a heads up about the American Muscle Series starting up just a couple days over a month at Charlotte Roval. This will be the Mustangs, where we've had so much fun. Year after year, season after season, the Rick Motec American Muscle Racing Series with prizes has been a great one. If you'd like to register, Devin's going to give you a link right now that'll take you to this page, and that's where you can actually sign up. And also, I see Devin posted a link for the clubs. If you want to join or see the results from the Dirt Rally clubs, you can follow those links as well. Oh, Ola says that's wrong for the rally results. Apologize about that if that is the case. Sorry about that, Ola. I thought we had it right. Anyway, we'll work on that. That is going to do it for today's show. That's all I've got. You know, you guys got to hang tight. I don't like the idea of leaving you hanging with next Friday. So give me half a second. Let me go run out and check something.
While Sean's away, the Mustang series has definitely been one of our better series.
Whoa, hey,
shit. I'm really happy to have it back, and it would be awesome to have. All
right, sorry to end the show like that. So let's see here. May 6th. May 6th is Thursday. Didn't we just learn that? Sorry, people. May 6th is Thursday. Okay, yes, there will be a show. We have no problem. I might be a little sick. I might be a little tired. But we will be doing our show next Friday. So sorry about that bad information at the beginning. I really do apologize. I'm glad I checked, though, because I would have hated to have canceled the show for nothing. So anyway, that is going to do it for today's show. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your comments and your opinions on various things that we've talked about. Thank you for having the answer on Zandvoort and all of that. And apparently nobody cares about the links in the description of the show. So we might have saved Shaun 15, 20 minutes each time we do a pit stop. So I appreciate that. If you disagree with that, if you're watching this, put it in the comments. I will be watching. I'd love to get rid of it, but I do it for you. If you guys actually use them, it's worth my time. If you guys actually use those links, I don't mind putting them there. But if they're not being used, why waste the time, right? Anyway, get out there, do some sim racing, have yourself a great weekend, and tune in over the weekend as we will have that stork. No, it's not a stork anymore. We're going to call it the Deathmobile cheapo monitor stand. I built a monitor stand for $60. $60 including a Visa mount. Everything I needed. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. Get out there, do some sim racing. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.
No.